Okay, today's video, I picked up some of these porcelain tiles. I just got them delivered. You get 7 in there. They're 1 foot by 2 foot, and they're about $60 for 7, so a little bit less than 10 bucks a piece. That's delivered. So what I'm going to do is just put my design onto this. I'm going to spray the whole thing gold and put the design. I'll show you. I did some testing, but I'm just going to wipe this off first before I spray it. This was the one that I did the test on, and this side I etched it and then filled it with white paint. And you have to go pretty deep, you know, like to get it filled with white paint. I was having to go like 150 speed, 55 power, and when I started doing it down here, it was removing too much and balling up. But when it's spray painted, because when you remove this, you can see how dark it is underneath. It still leaves a nice dark. And if you go too slow and too high with the power, you start to get banding. I've found that about a 350 speed and a 36 power, that's what I used on this, and that went fine. This one line it missed here, what happened is when you do this tile, you get a bit of build up on the nozzle, and you have to wipe it off every few minutes really, because otherwise, I didn't wipe it, I just let it keep going, and when it got up to here, that, what was caught on the head, just the dust on the head kind of built up and it went underneath somewhere, I believe, and left that line, and that's how I got that line. But yeah, today's one, I'm going to paint this whole thing gold, and then I'll show the picture of what I'm going to do. It's a racehorse. Me and my wife went to the casino the other day for her birthday, and took the camera down there because they have horse racing. And I'm just going to put one of the photos what I took, and then the name of the casino and stuff. Okay, so this is out there on the computer now with the laser. So what I'm going to do is send just my outside line first of all, so that I can frame that, and then I will frame my tile within that, because that's going to be the perfect size and go around the tile. Is frame this outside line. So I use cut selected graphics, so for me, if I just select that, that's all it's going to send. Then I'll click send. I'll just call it Lightburn, that's fine. Okay, and now it's sent over to the machine, so I'll press file, and you see that outside line, enter, and now just make sure the head ain't going to touch anything, and then just press frame. You can frame it from Lightburn, but then it goes back to the start position. If you send it to the machine, it'll stop in that corner where your work needs to start. Just makes it a bit easier to line up. You see, I'm just going to get the red dot on that corner, and as it goes, I'll just watch it frame, and see it's gone off that side and it's off of there. Okay, just watch the red line. Perfect. A tiny bit up. Okay, and that's close enough now. So what I'm going to do now is turn off this bottom layer. See, so for my etching, I've got a 350 speed with a 30 power. That's what looked like it worked best for me to remove the spray paint. I've divvied it already in Imager, so I'm using pass through, no image mode, just check pass through because it's going to use that divvying. Okay, and then my other fill layer is on the same. I'll just check the lines per inch, it's at 254. I'll go up a little tiny bit, I'll go to 260, the same as the other, and then I'm going to move that up, and that's it. It's just them two, so I'm going to send them. Air is off on both of them, so that's going to send over now. Okay, so once again, going to press file, That's the file I just sent, and you can see it loading over this side. Enter. Now you have to wait for this one to load. So just give it a second. There's the horse and there's the... And now I'm going to press frame on that. I'm going to tilt this up. Yeah, and you can see it's all pretty even inside the tile. So all I've got to do now is get focus. You can see that's focused. The only other thing before I send this, regularly just wipe off the end. Maybe let it run for 5 or 10 minutes. And then just make sure you give the end just a little, not lens clean, you know, just get a cloth, or get a clean cloth. But then what I normally do is just kind of get a cloth like this and just give it a rub over, you know, and just, you know, just run your fingers around it, clean off that dust, because if that builds up too much, you're going to end up with lines left behind, and it's then the project is basically done, because them lines are really hard to get rid of. So this is all ready to go now. I'm going to frame it one last time. I'm going to open the window up, and then this is actually a 48-minute cut, so I'll put a time lapse.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's...
There ain't much dust on this, so I'm just going to wipe it off in here. So I've just got a damp cloth with water on it. I'm just going to give this a wipe over. Yeah, you can see it does quite a nice job. Hopefully I can get hold of the jockey and maybe I can send it to him or something. It was a nice day there at the casino, really. Didn't spend too much, so didn't win too much either. But I was there getting photos as well, mainly. My wife had a couple of bets. But yeah, that's the outcome. You can see the writing really comes out nice. I mean, you could etch off all the gold and just leave behind, you know, the gold that you want. And because you can see how clear this is, it would etch back to the tile if you wanted to, as long as your lines per inch, you know, like this was 260 lines per inch, and that gets every part of it off. So this was 260 dots per inch. And you know, I find that is about right for my laser for images. So thanks very much for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I will put out another video as soon as possible. Thank you.